So many of you guys may know this, but for those of you that don't, before I transitioned into entrepreneurship full time, started my cleaning business, started coaching, among various other things in the entrepreneurial space, I actually was a professional athlete. And before I was a professional athlete, I was a collegiate athlete, I was a semi-pro athlete, I was a high school athlete, and so on and so on. And the one thing that athletics taught me that has become one of the most valuable lessons in my entire life is that you are the only person that gets to decide your value, your skill set, your success level. And what I mean by this is when I was kind of working my way up the ranks in the world of soccer, I was never the kid that was going to make it pro. At no point in my career. All the way up through college, I was not the kid that was going to make it pro. You know, when I was playing in the youth ranks, I was never good enough to make these top teams, these academies. Never was good enough. Always was told, no. Was a good player on the second team type of guy. Eventually, towards the end of my high school career, ended up getting a break. Found myself as a third string goalkeeper on an academy team. Then comes college. Never was getting the D1 interests that other people on my teams were getting, other people in the academy ranks were getting. I wasn't getting these scholarship offers. I wasn't getting anything crazy. Ended up getting a walk-on offer to go play collegiate ball. Decided this is what I want to do. I want to play Division I. I want to give myself the best odds to go play pro soccer because that was always my goal. And in the collegiate world, it's really hard to go pro from D2 or D3. So I was like, you know what? Even though this isn't my ideal school, it's an opportunity. And I waited and I bided my time and I went to showcases and I put in all the extra work to put myself out there. I sent hundreds of emails to coaches and followed up and went to camps, all this stuff. Finally, I get a walk-on offer. I decide I'm going to do it. I walk on. My freshman season, I was abysmal. I was not at the quality. I mean, everyone on the team could have told you I was in over my head. People didn't even think I was going to have a college career, let alone have a pro career after that. Rode the bench, sat behind a good goalkeeper in college my entire collegiate career. Eventually went semi-pro, was told I was going to be the guy, and then immediately was replaced by someone else and immediately was told, hey, you're going to be a backup. You're going to be a third choice. And again, written off. In every single chapter of my playing career in athletics, I was told, you're not good enough. Maybe the level beneath this, but not where you want to be. Or if you get to that level, you're not going to actually play. You're not going to actually be the guy. And yet I made it all the way to the professional game, got to play in a match, win man of the match, got to win a professional game, something that I had a goal to do my entire life. Like from 5 years old, it was my goal to be a professional athlete. And every single step of the journey, I had numerous people telling me, give it up. It's not going to happen for you. Do something else. And the unwillingness to give into that and to just accept what my reality was based on the and the unwillingness to accept that, to accept what my reality was based on the perception of others and based on what those people thought I was capable of or what I was worth. The unwillingness to accept that is what allowed me to get to the academy level, then to get to the collegiate level, then to do well in the semi-pro level, then to make it to the professional level. Every single step of the way, I just had to remind myself that it was not over until I gave up. That the pursuit of the goal was not over until I accomplished it or until I gave up. And I knew I was not going to give up. So for me, it was just a matter of time until I accomplished it, regardless of what anyone else from the outside had to say about it, regardless about what anyone else looking in thought of me and my trajectory and my goals and whether it was possible or too lofty or too this or that, it doesn't matter. And the same thing goes for you with whatever it is that you want to do. If it is entrepreneurship, if it is collegiate sports, professional sports, if it's just a great job, a difficult degree, a master's, a doctorate, a law degree, whatever it is for you, even if it's just making a certain amount of money a month, you can achieve it if you don't give yourself an out, if you don't give yourself another choice but to achieve it. But that's much more difficult than it is to say, right? And you are going to be hit with obstacles. You're going to be hit with doubters. You're going to be hit with people and things in your life that tell you not going to happen. And the only thing you can control is how you respond to those moments. And that is the biggest lesson that I learned from my playing career. Because if I would have listened to other people, I would have never even played at the collegiate level. If I would have listened to other people, I would have went to a totally different school. I would have never played. I would have never went pro. I would be on a totally different life path and trajectory. And there is no place I would rather be than where I am sitting right now speaking to you guys. This is it. This is the best possible outcome that I could have had because it is the life that I wanted and the life that I have made for myself thus far. If you can implement this line of thinking and this style of living into your own life, there is absolutely nothing that you can't accomplish with enough time and consistent effort and focus. Stop letting anyone else determine your worth and determine whether or not your goals are realistic, and focus on you, your execution, your goals, your work ethic. And if you can do that and zero out the distraction and realize that if you're not where you want to be, you need to change your environment, you need to work on yourself, not give up, you can achieve anything.